colleagues, and my dear students. We welcoming you each and everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this significant event, the signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Directorate of Census Operations, Andhra Pradesh, under Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, and PARVATHANENI BRAHMAYYA, Siddhartha College of Arts and Science, Vijayawada. Today, the marks an important milestone in our collaborative effective to establish a census data research workstation. This partnership aims to enhance research capability, promote data-driven decision making, and support academic and governmental initiatives in the field of statistics and census data analysis. We are honored to have the representatives from both organizations with us today, and we look forward to fruitful decisions and productivity collaboration that will benefit not only our institutions but also broader community. Thanks for joining us in this momentous occasion. Let us celebrate the beginning of new chapter in our shared commitment to advancing statistical research and excellence. Thank you. Now we welcoming the chief guests and officials to this program. Now I invite Dr. M. Ramesh Garu onto the dais. Now I call Professor Rajesh C. Jambala sir, Dean of this institution. Now I call upon G. Chakravarti sir, Academic Officer, HOD, Department of Statistics. Now today's chief guest, Sri P. Balakiran, IAS, Director of Directorate of Census Operations, Andhra Pradesh. Please join. Now I call upon Sri T.L.N. Sisukumar, Deputy Registrar General, Directorate of Census Operations, Andhra Pradesh. Now I call upon Sri Supraj K, Assistant Director, Directorate of Census Operations, Andhra Pradesh. Please come. The day, a beautiful day starts. A beautiful day starts with blessings of the God. Now we will have a prayer service by B. Sanjana, a student of CSCS. All of you stand.
भजमानस विघ्नेश्वरमनिसं भजमानस विघ्नेश्वरमनिसं भज पूर्वानना सदनगणेशं भजमानस विघ्नेश्वरमनिसं भज पूर्वानना सदनगणेशं भजमानस विघ्नेश्वरमनिसं गजवदनं दुरितौघविनाशं गजवदनं दुरितौघविनाशं गतसमनं शतसूर्यनिकासं गजवदनं दुरितौघविनाशं गतसमनं शतसूर्यनिकासं भज मानस विघ्नेश्वरमनिशं भज पूर्वानना सदनगणेशं भज मानस विघ्नेश्वरमनिशम्
Okay. Now let us start proceeding by welcome address by the President Dr. M. Ramesh Garu.
Respected guests and rais, Sri P. Balakiran Garu, IAS, Director, Sri T.L.N. Sisukumar, Deputy Registrar General, and Sri Supraj K., Assistant Director, and Dean of our college, Professor Rajesh C. Jampala, and Head of the Department of Statistics and Academic Officer, Sri G. Chakravarti Garu, and my dear colleagues, students, good afternoon to all of you. Indeed, it's a great pleasure for participating this event today. It's a very remarkable day for all of us for having the Census Data Center in our college. Firstly, I thank all the people on the dais for sanctioning of this data center to our college. This data center is helpful to the scholars, researchers, and other people who want to utilize this data, not only for the students of PARVATHANENI BRAHMAYYA Siddhartha College, but also the outsiders can utilize this data for research purpose. So, all the details are available in this data, as I came to know just now for all these guests from the data census. We can get all types of information. So depending on the research of the topic of the scholars, they can utilize the data from our college. So they are quite magnanimous for sanctioning of this data for us. And I also thank the management of our college for sanctioning the amount for setting up of this data center in our college, and gave the permission also for this establishment, for the establishment of this data center. So we are very grateful to the Ravikiran Garu, Balakiran Garu, and for having with us today and addressing all of you for a few minutes. And he is a IAS officer, and he was a student of IIT Chennai, and also he is from, I think, Konasema district. He is from Konasema district, and he is a Kerala cadre IAS officer, presently working with this data center. So you can listen to him. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Now I request Sri G. Chakravarti, head of the department, for context setting of this event.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Dr. Ramesh Garu, Principal of this college. Today's chief guest, P. Balakiran, IAS Director, TLN Sisukumar, Deputy Registrar General, AP States, Supras K. Assistant Director, Director of this college, V. Baburao Garu, Dean Rajesh Jampala, heads of the various departments, print and electronic media, and student friends. I extended a warm welcome to you all on special occasion of the Memorandum of Understanding signing ceremony. Firstly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the P. Balakiran IAS Director and also my management, Siddhartha Academy of General Technical Education, for approving our request to establish the Census Data Research Workstation at our college. I also extended my thanks to the Director of College, V. Baburao Garu, and my principal, Dr. R. Ramesh Garu, for their collaboration and supporting to establish the prestigious data workstation in our college. So the Census Data Research Workstation, why we have to establish data center in our college? This is first time the government home office accept this proposal, establish this workstation in our college in the AP state is the first time. I think also South India also, this is a ISB in Hyderabad also, one data workstation also established. This is the next one. So the Census Data Research Workstation will be valuable asset, providing a platform for students, educators, researchers to perform detailed statistical analysis. Nowadays, based on new education policy 2020, almost all program structures are changed here. In the earlier, there are three major programs are in this scenario. But actually in the 23 regulation, our higher education departments and also parent universities and all other, Indian universities also offering the single major programs. But in our college, there are 23 single major programs and 7 PG programs are there. So most of the programs are required data here, real data. Actually at present we are using the only available secondary data. But now after establishing this data center, definitely our students also utilize the real data that provided by the Minister of Home Affairs, Directorate of Census data. So that is very useful data is available for the students and also faculties also. By exploring, analyzing and deriving insights from extensive census data. Nowadays here artificial intelligence also one technology is emerging technology that spread in all areas here. Now this for all artificial intelligence, data science, for data analytics, for business analytics, for cognitive systems, for everything, for every program requires statistical analysis here. For student point of view, for faculty point of view, student point of view, the students hands-on training, definitely data is required. So this is live census data is available. So next, 3-4 months, we are utilizing the data here. So now our management has kindly sanctioned 7,17,900 rupees for this project, and dedicated room has already been allotted for the workstation. So that is room number 304. At present is statistics laboratory. The laboratory is shifted from another room. So that laboratory, already established laboratory, is allotted for the data workstation. A timelines has been set for the completing necessary work, with the inaugural function scheduled for the first week of November 2024. That is the timelines are also sent to the Minister of Home Affairs also. As part of our college Golden Jubilee celebrations, the Department of Statistics also organizing 2 days national seminar on emerging technologies in statistics and data science. In that time, we are planning to conduct the inaugural session of the data session. So this is once again I thank to the Balakiran IAS Director to accepting our request to establish the data workstation in our college. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chakravarti. Now I request Professor Rajesh C. Jampala to deliver a address.
Good morning, everybody. So it's a momentous occasion for all of us. Actually, it was already spelled. This is a very great achievement by the Department of Statistics, I should say, because the Directorate of Census Operations, Andhra Pradesh, Ministry of Home Affairs, is kind enough to sanction a census data research workstation here. As you're all aware, the importance of the data. Data is sacrosanct. That means data is like God. Data is neutral. But what we interpret is maybe prejudice or maybe perception will be added. So the important point is data has to be collected and it has to be stored and it has to be classified and it has to be disseminated for the purpose of development. So suppose the census every 10 years in India it will be taken, and due to COVID it is delayed for 3-4 years, and very shortly we are hoping the next census will be started. The process of collecting the data will be started. So once the data is with us, you can understand the socio-economic and demographic profile of this country, and this data is very much useful for the economic development and social harmony. So the point here is, once the census is completed, maybe some other decisions like delimitation of parliamentary seats may be conducted, and maybe women reservation bill may be implemented to full extent. So in that sense, the data and the output are very much related. So here we are very fortunate to have a very senior professional in the name of Sri P. Balkiran, the IAS, the Director of the Census Operations of Andhra Pradesh, as his profile will be presented later. He is an upright officer in the sense he is an IPS officer, then he cleared IAS, and then he worked as scientist in DRDO, then he shifted to the government service. So we have so many thorough professionals on the stage. So this is a great occasion for us, and I appreciate the efforts made by the Department of Statistics and also the management of Siddhartha Academy for being with us in all our endeavors. And this is a Golden Jubilee year, and we treat it as a golden opportunity. Thank you very much, sir, for giving this opportunity to all of us. And as it was said by our principal, sir, the data could be used not only by the Siddhartha College students, but all the researchers in and around Andhra Pradesh. So in that sense, we will provide the data access. So in that sense, with this data, you can do some research, especially the statistics or economics or maybe social science research scholars can get enormous benefit out of the data availability at our doorstep. So we feel it as an honor, and we fully assure the government of Andhra Pradesh and the Home Ministry of Home Affairs that the data will be protected to its core, and we will disseminate the data to the needy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh Garu. Now I request Srimati M. Seva Parvati to introduce the chief guest.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our today's chief guest, Shri P. Balakiran, accomplished IAS officer from the 2008 batch, currently served as Director of Census Operation for Andhra Pradesh, hailing from Amalapuram, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Konisima district. Shri Balakiran is an alumnus of prestigious IIT Madras, where he graduated with BTech and MTech Computer Science Engineering. Before joining the civil service, he made significant contribution as missile scientist at the DRDO in Hyderabad, where he worked for 4 years. Shri Balakiran's journey in public service began when he was selected for IPS in 2007, serving in the Punjab cadre. However, his commitment to the serving the nation led him IAS in 2008. Since then, he held several key positions, including Director of Kerala State IT Mission, Managing Director of Kannur Airport Limited, District Collector of Kannur, Director of Panchayat Department, Social Justice, Director of Kerala Tourism, Smart City Tirunanthapuram Project. Throughout his career, Sri Balakrishnan has recognized for his outstanding contribution. He was honored with the National Award for Best Electoral Practice by Election Commission of India, presented by Honorable President of India, Sri Pranab Mukherjee, for his innovative measure of implemented in Kannur during 2016 Assembly elections. Furthermore, he received a national award for his barrier-free Kannur initiative, which focused on the creating an accessibility environment for differently abled individuals in the district. In 2016, Sri Balakiran was also recognized as the best director Best District Collector of Kerala by the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, acknowledging his expectational leadership and dedication to the public service during his tenure in Kannur. His work continues to inspire the set of benchmark in the field of administrations. Now coming to Sri Supraj sir. Sir. Thank you, sir.
Let us welcome Sri Balakiran Garu to address the students. Let him give the big hand.
Respected Principal of PARVATHANENI BRAHMAYYA Siddhartha College of Arts and Science, Dr. M. Ramesh Garu, Director Shri V. Baburao Garu, Dean Professor Rajesh G. Jampla Garu, Srimati M. Shivaparvati, HOD Shri G. Chakravarti Garu, my colleagues from Directorate of Census, Shri Shishkumar, Shri Supraj, respected faculty members, and my dear students. Firstly, it's an honor to come to Siddhartha College of Arts and Sciences. In fact, I have to thank the principal and the dean for making this event a momentous event. I'll explain why this event is a momentous event for various reasons. Firstly, personally, it's been 26 years since I've come here. I've come as a small student like you. I was studying in Vijayawada for my 12th, that is second inter, and my life has turned in Siddhartha College because my center for IIT JEE was here. So Siddhartha College has proved lucky because I got All India 18th rank at that time, and I entered as computer engineer in IIT Madras. So Siddhartha College that way had fond memories, but destiny has it that it took 26 years to come back here to thank the college in front of honorable principal and respected dean. So let me provide a context why we are doing this event. Dr. Chakravarti Garu, Principal Garu, and Dean Garu has provided basic information about what we do. So I want to explain it further. Whenever we come to take a policy decision,
especially IAS officers or the senior administration takes decisions at two levels. One is the administration level or the policy implementation level. The second and most important level, which happens at the higher stages of government, is the policy making level or policy formulation. For the policy formulation, we need a lot of data. So this data is collected in generally many ways. For example, if you want to take a decision regarding housing, or if you want to take a decision regarding sanitation or waste management or even education, we do it in many ways. The first way is perception. We feel, let us concentrate now on pure sciences because that results in patents, that results in development of HR, and that will eventually lead into HR development or the student development in general. But that is fraught with errors. So generally what they do is they take opinion poll. Opinion poll is they go to some people and ask for your opinions on what should be done regarding sanitation, what should be done regarding higher education, what should be done regarding tourism, for example. So this opinion also is again, it's fraught with many dangers in the sense that it has a personality bias when the of the both the enumerator and also the applicant. Then the next best thing which generally government does or which various data collection agencies does is collecting a sample survey. For example, we collect government at the government of India level, we collect a lot of sample data under National Sample Survey Organization, NSSO, you might have all heard it. Or we do it at our level also, in director census also. We do census in only 10 years, but we collect the sample survey every month. So this happens through our sample registration system, where we take a sample. If the sample is generally very little, it's less than 1%. In fact, it is less than 0.5%. So where we go to a particular sect of the entire population. For example, if we are having 1,30,000 enumeration blocks in Andhra Pradesh, we collect sample survey in only 325 blocks. But that is very important because these 325 blocks collection of the sample data, we expand it through a formulation formula, and then that will be extrapolated as a complete data. So this we do it for birth and death registration, various other aspects as well. But you also know that there is always this problem of extrapolation errors when we do this sample exaggeration. So the best thing to do is what? We should collect the data from everybody. Collecting data from everybody through a third party, non-interfering, non-interested party will only make the data very cogent. So this process is called census. So that's why when we do census, we do it only once in 10 years. This doing once in 10 years, 31 lakh enumerators, generally school teachers, school teachers, lecturers, Anganwadi people and other government staff go to 140 crore people across India, right from Leh Ladakh to Kanyakumari, from Bhuj in Gujarat to Longkala in Mizoram. All these places our enumerators go and count every head, not just in houses, but also in residential colleges, but in universities, in residential employment companies, and even the homeless on the streets as well. So this collection, it happens as a mammoth exercise. It is much bigger than what we do it in Lok Sabha election, because Lok Sabha election which cater to 18 plus population, and then they are coming to us, to the polling booths. But in census, we go to each and every home. So that is where this exercise has a mammoth proportion. So when that census exercise happens, we just don't count the numbers. It's not like we're counting these students in this hall. No, we do it in a very elaborate way. How do we do it? We do it not in across 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. We do it for an year. How do we do it is, first we go to each of houses. So we call that house listing and housing survey. So we go to each house, find out the head of the family and collect the house level data. That can be the floor of the house, whether it's a pakka house or a kacha house, whether they have gas cylinder, whether they have toilet, whether they have mobile phone, television, vehicle, and so on. So each of these data is vital for almost 41 departments which are there in the state, and then many ministries which are there in the center. So that is not all. So once the socio-economic data is collected at the household level, we collect the data, we remove all the errors which might have crept in during collection, and then in a very, very intensive population enumeration is done in the next year. That is generally happens in, for example, if you are doing census next year in April to September, it's called HLO survey. Then the actual count of population actually happens in February. So that is February 9th to February 28th. We do an intensive 20-day exercise where every one of the 140 crores will be counted. Imagine the magnitude. And then again we go back if somebody has lost their lives and so on, or somebody is born, we do something called a re-verification, which is done till March 1st to 5th. So the actual count will be the count which is on March 1st, 12 p.m. 12 a.m. 12:00 hours of 12 a.m. So imagine this huge data being collected, and from when this is being collected, not just after independence. We have been collecting this data for last 175 years, even before, long before the independence. So this is going to be the 17th census which we are going to do now. So this has happened in 1872, where we did the first asynchronous method of collection. Then from next census onwards, we came to the synchronous mode of collection. So once this huge data is collected, you remember anybody giving data for census? You might be very young. 2011, anyone remembering census? So people used to come, generally school teachers used to come with this huge sheet. Actually, it's bigger than this in A3 size. And they used to collect from each one of you regarding how the data should be collected. It has all the details which I have mentioned before. One is the housing data, and the second one is the population individual data, which can be your education qualification, employment, whether you have been migrated, what is your skill level, and so on. I think I understand that skill census is being conducted in our state as well, which is again a landmark thing to do. So this was done in huge paper schedules. All these paper schedules, roughly around 1.5 crore, used to be brought to Hyderabad, which is the head office there, and they used to be scanned for 9 months. All the scanning would be done in 9 months. The OCR sheet will be done automatically. The data will be collected, and then all the data will be uploaded to the Delhi headquarters. And then the first important schedules or tables used to come after 1 year. In fact, the detailed schedule used to come after 3 years. So census 2011 data, the tables which have been formulated used to come in 2014 and 15. The data scientists in this room would know. Now that is all going to change. This census is going to be the landmark census in the coming years, because this is going to be a digital census. And you know what does that mean? Digital census means anywhere, anytime, full availability, 24/7. So each of the enumerator this time in this upcoming census is going to come with his mobile phone, collect all these parameters, which are roughly around 65 plus parameters, will be collected in 2 phases. The data will be the next second, it will be uploaded to the ORGA, which is our head office, Registrar General of India and Census Commissioner Office. Then the schedules and tables will be formulated as we go. And we are hoping that within 1 month, removing some biases and errors, statistical errors of data collection, I think we will be releasing the data within 1 month of all the data collection which is being done. So in this context, the Government of India and Ministry of Home Affairs have taken a bold decision, in the sense that we are having the gold mine of data. You know the data, how costly it is. It has been explained earlier. Data is the present day gold mine, which is the most lucrative company in the world. One of the most. Google, what does it do? Searches data. And they have become a multi-trillion dollar company. So this data that way is vital. When we have done the international population census conference in Tokyo in 2021 November, all the countries' data were looking like child play for Indian data, because we are talking about 140 crores into 65 parameters, and they are talking about less than a couple of crores. So this data is going to be a gold mine. When the digital data is coming at the national level, it is not enough for the policy makers and the policy executionists who are in this side of the government to just measure those data. What we generally do is we only make the data which is relevant to the government. For example, if I am tourism director or tourism secretary, I am only collecting data vis-a-vis tourism arrivals. If I am a sanitation director or a director who is part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, I am looking at the toilets only. What is the number of toilet coverage? What is how many people have not toilet? What is the uh, area specific lacuna which is there in the sanitation? If I am solid waste management, I am only looking at those. But there are innumerable sectors in the private life which need this data, which we don't do because this is not relevant to us, but it is relevant to common people. It is relevant to academic institutions. A bold decision was taken around around 2021 or so that we will democratize this data. We'll give the academia and we'll give the prestigious academic institutions. We'll give the key to the research scholars and the professors to use this data and come up with new problem definitions and come up with new problem solutions. So this data, which is again I told you the gold mine of the data, is being given in toto to all the research institutions. And you want to know how many people have come on board? Till now, 43 nationwide universities have taken this leap of faith, and now 43 census workstations, which is being started in Siddhartha College also, is being done in all the other things, all the other places as well. So some of the institutions I'll tell you. One, of course, my alma mater. Then IIT Delhi, JNU, University of Kashmir, Kerala University, AIMS Delhi, CDL Sirsa, Central University of Tamil Nadu, NIT, Aligarh Muslim University, Ajim Premji University, Bangalore, Christ University, Guwahati, Patna, Nagpur, you name it, all these 43 universities have now started using this data and then coming up with these research papers, coming up with research solutions, doctoral thesis, and so on. So in this context, I want to specially thank Siddhartha College, because whenever something is new, people are skeptical. People have not understood that census workstation is not an allocation or a room. It is the data. If you ask whether Google has the biggest building or Microsoft or Facebook has the biggest building, they don't. Uber doesn't own any cars. Make My Trip doesn't own any hotels. So it's not about the room. It's about the invisible data which is coming in a digital format, which has a value. So that value, I'm sad to say, 20 universities have been approached in Kerala. That is our target before the start of the next census. Siddhartha College is the first one to understand the value of this gold mine of data and coming up with a census workstation. Because now this census workstation which is going to come here is going to have the complete control and for research of the anonymized microsets of the census data. Anonymized, you obviously know, because census data is a private data. It is bound by Census Act 1948, not to be made public, especially the individual private data. But we can always make this into the policy-wise formulation when we are doing it at a district level, ward level, city level, state level, and national level. So we want to come. We want you, Siddhartha College, to come up with innovative questions first. For example, the question can be anything. How many of the students have moved from arts to sciences in the last 2 decades? This question generally is not addressed in anywhere, but those kind of questions can come from you because you have that background in your background with you. So once you come up with such innovative questions, it can be anything. It can be like, how many people who have mobile phones also have cars? We generally don't collect it at our government level, but you can do it. It can be as silly as how many people who are having toilets also have a mobile phone. So all these things are very, very relevant. So I'm not going to take much of a time. So please understand the importance of census workstation which is going to be set up in Siddhartha College. And now we are giving you the 2011 census, but we want 20 workstations to come up in the state of Andhra Pradesh, where once the digital census starts in whenever next year, hopefully. So this data which is being collected, you are already ready with the project formulations, with the questionnaire, with the research thesis, wherein you just have to plug out 2011 data census and plug in the upcoming census data. So this is going to be a huge opportunity for the college and for the state and for the public in general, wherein you will make huge strides. I hope it is very beneficial to both of you. From our side, we'll be extremely positive. We're giving, there is a committee which is going to come up where with the Siddhartha College faculty and our side, from our side also a couple of officials will be there who will be betting and giving a go ahead for the projects which you are going to come up. So we hope lot of new innovative startup kind of a solutions come up from this college vis-a-vis data sciences. You all know how important data sciences have become. When I was in college 22 years back, 22 years back, we were more into computer networks, we are more into operating systems and so on. Now it has changed. Now it is data sciences is a new thing. So which I hope with this gold mine of data which you're going to have, you'll use it much better. You'll become a better data scientist. You'll come up with new innovative solutions, not just in demographic studies, but also in statistical studies as well. And not take much time. Thank you. I again once again thank Principal Dr. M. Ramesh Garu and Dr. Babu Rao Garu, Dr. Professor C. Rajesh Garu, and everybody on the dais and off the dais who have made this a reality. And I hope this will become a great success, the Census Workstation, and it will come up with new and new work thesis and research material from the Siddhartha College. Thank you once again. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your elaborate explanation regarding the census collection and other details. Really, we are so much thankful to you, sir, for sanctioning of this workstation to our college. And definitely the statistics of students of the statistics and also the management, economics, all these students utilize this data in a proper way, and they can come up with the certain results or conclusions also, sir. Now I request Seva Parvati to introduce the Sri T.L.N. Sisukumar, Deputy Director, Deputy Registrar General.
Sri T.L.N. Sisukumar is postgraduate in statistics from Andhra University. He began his career in Census Organization in 2007 as an assistant director in the Directorate of Census Operation, DCO, Tamil Nadu. Over time, he was promoted to the position of Deputy Director in the Office of Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India, ORGI. He subsequently served as a joint director in the DCO, Chhattisgarh. Currently, he holds the position of Deputy Registrar General in the DCO, Andhra Pradesh. During his tenure at ORGI, he represented India at the 26th Population Census Conference organized by the Association of National Census and Statistics Director of America, Asia and Pacific from 26th to 28th June in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Thank you.
Now I request Sri Sisukumar sir to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Respected Director Census Operations and Principal Siddhartha College, Dean Siddhartha College, and HODs and students of Siddhartha College. Good afternoon, all of you. As directors are already explained elaborately the process of conducting census, I need not explain much about how the census is conducted. I'll try to restrict myself to the workstation which is getting established here. Basically, this workstation is a joint collaboration of census organization and the institute where it is getting established. And sir also told that this is first of its kind, and we are establishing this workstation in the state of Andhra Pradesh the first time, actually here in Siddhartha College. As you know, when sir has explained, actually census is conducted in two phases. The first phase is called house listing operations, and the second phase is called population enumeration. So we collect too much of data, actually huge amount of data is collected during the census, both the phases of census operations. Before the census data is actually collected, our organization actually conducts one data users conference. That is actually wherein different faculty from different universities and different departmental heads also they participate, and the kind of data they want actually they'll explain in that data users conference, and finally the call will be taken by ORGI and they will prepare the census schedule which sir has actually shown, keeping the trend also. So that is how actually we collect the data, and once the data is actually collected, it gets published over a period of time. And in 2011 census, we have actually published around 300 tables of data, which was requested and which was required by different departments of central government. But beyond that, actually, in 2000, after 2011 census, Registrar General and Census Commissioner India thought that actually huge amount of data is being collected, and the usage is actually a little bit less. So we thought actually to make the data available. Earlier, actually, we used to sell the data. I mean, for 100, 200, 300, 500 rupees, even 3,000 rupees like that. Now, because of the data sharing policy, we are keeping the entire data in our website, and even Jeevan and data.gov.in also. So you can utilize the data. So once the data is actually published, as I said, we thought actually to make use of this data and to encourage the researchers, the concept of workstation has come out actually. The sir has said actually in 2011, 2012 actually in Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi, we have established our first workstation, and after that actually when till date 43 workstations we have established, which includes actually prominent ones like IIT Delhi, IIT Ropat, Punjab, and then National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, like that, even ISI Calcutta, IIM Bangalore, so even including other Christ University and PRC Dharwad, Population Research Center Dharwad, like it actually we have established 43 workstations till now, and this is actually 44th one actually we are signing up today. So I thank actually Siddhartha College for coming up for signing this MOU. And as sir said, actually what data actually we provide actually in workstations is actually from, we have been conducting this census 1872 onwards. So for every 10 years actually the data is being collected, and we have actually publications from 1872. So the data from 1872 we will provide in PDF format, and further actually for the last 3 censuses, because if the data is available in Excel format, it is easy for the researchers to use. 1991, 2001 and 2011 data actually we will provide in Excel format. Apart from this, if a student comes with a specific request, we will, if the workstation is not having the data, then we'll try to send the proposal to the headquarters actually, that is ORGA, and if they feel that it is okay, then they will provide that kind of data also. So this is the data actually which we provide, and apart from that actually this is a micro data. Micro data means actually individual data. So individual data actually we don't provide because under the Census Act actually individual information cannot be revealed. Normally we publish the data at village level. In case of rural, in case of urban actually we provide the data at ward level. That means aggregated data will be available. But for research purpose, we anonymize the data and we provide the individual data. That is actually at national level, 1% level data actually we provide, and 5% level at state level we provide for researchers to carry out their research. So for that actually when this data we provide, and I thank actually once again the Siddhartha College for coming up, and thank you for me, thank you for inviting me to share my ideas with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I request Siva Parvati to introduce the Sri Supraj K, Assistant Director.
Sri Supraj holds a master's degree in statistics, hails from Kerala. He began his professional journey as a lecturer in biostatistics at Kannur Medical College and subsequently held a lecturer position at various other institutions. Later, he worked as a monitoring and evaluation officer at National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences in Bangalore. He also worked as a statistician at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, where he contributed to the to data-driven decision making in healthcare research and policy. In 2020, he was appointed as the Assistant Director in the Directorate of Census Operation, Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.
Now I request Sri Supraj to address the gathering, please.
Respected Director Sir, Principal PB Siddhartha and Dean, Director and Deputy Registrar General Sri TLN Shishkumar Sir and other HODs and dear students. So as Director Sir and DRG Sir had already explained in detail what is going to be the workstation and how it is going to be work here in PB Siddhartha College. But this is going to be the first of kind in both the Telugu states, in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. This is going to be the first workstation going to be established. So you will be getting an enormous data. We are publishing in Census Department, we are publishing approximately 300 plus tables and data are available in the website. But the micro level data, like 1% of data will be in the national level will be available, in all India level will be available in the micro data workstation, and 5% to 10% of state level data will be available in the workstation. So only in the exclusively for the workstation, these micro data are provided. So you can utilize the best possible way to find your answers to the research questions. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now, signing of the MOUs.
Sorry, itla.
Now, when I request Director Sir to felicitate Principal Siddhartha College with a bouquet. Now, I request Director Sir to felicitate Dean Sir with a bouquet of flowers. Now, I request Director Sir to felicitate HOD Department of Statistics Chakravarti Garu to felicitate with a bouquet of flowers.
Now this is the right time to felicitate our chief guest, sir, P. Balakiran, IAS Director. The principal sir felicitate the Balakiran sir.
Next, TLN Siskumar sir, Deputy Registrar General. Next, Supraj sir.
A vote of thanks by Sri A. Balaji.
Good afternoon to one and all. Thank you all for joining us today. It is truly an honor to have so many esteemed guests in our presence. Very thank you, sir. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to propose a formal vote of thanks on behalf of the Department of Statistics, PB Siddhartha College of Arts and Science. First of all, I would like to thank God Almighty for making this event a grand success. I would like to thank Siddhartha Academy of General and Technical Education for giving an open hand for setting up the census data workstation here. I want to extend a special thanks to our college principal sir, director sir, dean sir for their presence in this event. It's my privilege to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to all the today's chief guests to spend their valuable time and saying their valuable votes, their thoughts regarding workstation. First, I would like to thank Sri P. Balakiran sir, IAS Director. I would like to thank TL Siskumar sir, Deputy Director, Sri Prasanna sir, Deputy Director, and Supraj sir, Assistant Director. I would like to thank our HOD sir, Sri G. Chakravarti Garu, for his dedication towards the not only the department and also setting up this workstation. I would like to thank all the HODs, faculty members, and all the students who are gathered here. Finally, Thank you, one and all.